Hi everyone, welcome back. In today's session, we are going to talk about something really important, and that is the role and relevance of the English language in modern India. Before we begin, if you find this kind of content useful, please consider subscribing to the channel and sharing it with someone who might find it helpful as well. It really encourages me to keep creating more videos like this. Let's begin. Before we start with the main topic, I just want to share a short background about English in India. So, the English language came to India when the British ruled our country. At first, they used it for their own work, like in offices and government. Later, they also started using it in schools and colleges. And from there, English slowly became an important part of our system. As you all know, English is often called a global language. That's because even though it's not our native or first language, people from different countries use it to talk to each other. In India, we speak languages like Hindi, Telugu, or Malayalam at home. But in many situations, like school, work, or travel, we also need to speak or write in English. So even if it's not our mother tongue, we still use it often. And that's why English is seen as a second language for many of us and a common language around the world. We all know that English is often spoken in foreign countries like the USA, Canada, the UK, and many others. So, yes, it's a foreign language for us. There is no doubt about that. But at the same time, we also can't ignore that in India, English has become like a second language. Why? Because so much of our daily work happens in English, whether it's in banks, hospitals, colleges, or offices. Yes, we love Hindi, we love our mother tongue, and we should. But in today's world, English is no longer just an option. It's a must if we want to grow in any field. Sometimes in villages or small towns, people make fun and say things like "Angrez ban raha hai" when someone speaks English. But we have to ignore those comments because learning English is not about showing off. It's about improving ourselves and creating more opportunities. Now let's talk about one of the most important parts of today's class, the role of English in school and colleges. Many of you might be from English medium schools. By the way, I'm from a Hindi medium background myself, but that's not the main topic here. Let me ask you a question. If you had to choose a school for your child, how many of you would send them to a Hindi medium school? I'm sure most of you would say no, English medium. If you want, you can even drop an answer in the comment section. I'll check. Now ask yourself, why do you want to send your child to an English medium school? Why not a Hindi medium school? Most people don't have a clear answer. But let me tell you, it's because we all know that English is important for the future. In most schools, colleges, and even in competitive exams like UPSC or TOEFL, English is used a lot. And also, if we want to access global knowledge like books, research, or the internet, most of it is in English. That's why slowly English has become the main language in our education system. If you have a degree or you are studying right now, then listen to this part carefully. Ask yourself, why am I not getting a job? Why can't I crack even a small private interview? Now, whatever I'm saying here is from my own experience. I have given more than 20 interviews, and except two, I cleared almost all of them. I have worked with three good companies in different fields, and that too before I turned 19. But let me tell you, I don't have a degree. So, how did I get those jobs? Not just because of knowledge, but because of a proper resume, good communication, and yes, English. Most interviews are in English only, especially in companies like MNCs, IT firms, and startups. If you can't speak even basic English, it becomes hard to explain yourself. So, just having a degree is not enough. You also need English and soft skills to grow in today's world. We all know that today English is very common in news channels, journalism, and even content writing. If you look around, you will see that most information online is available in English. One interesting thing is many people watch English news not for the news, just to learn the language. It helps with listening, speaking, and even vocabulary. In debates or public discussions, English is often used so that everyone can understand, especially when people from different states are talking, like someone from the South and someone from North India. Because not everyone knows each other's language, but most people understand basic English. That's why it has become an important part of media and communication. This part is really important, and I want you to think about it seriously. We all know that not every Indian politician can speak or understand English well, and that's okay. But at the same time, I truly believe that every good politician should try to learn English. Why? Because in today's world, it's not just about speaking to people in your area or state. It's about speaking with people from across the country and even other countries. If a leader can't express themselves properly in English, they might miss big opportunities, especially in international meetings, media interactions, or when talking to global leaders. If you have ever watched a parliamentary debate, you have probably seen Mr. Shashi Tharoor. He is the member of parliament from Thiruvananthapuram, Kerala. The way he speaks, the confidence, the clarity, the fluency, it really inspires me. And I'm sure I'm not the only one. A lot of young people look up to him just because of how powerfully he communicates. See, I'm not saying you should use big English words like him, but if you want to become a strong leader or someone who wants to grow and connect globally, then learning English is not just a skill, it's a need. So don't feel shy, start small, just make a habit of learning and speaking a little English every day. It will help you grow and not just in politics, but in every part of your life. Now let's talk about English in business. And this is something many people don't think about. There are many people who don't want to study or learn a new language, and that's their choice. Some even have a strong financial background and think I'll just start a business and I don't need English. But they forget one thing. Even in business, English is something you can't avoid. As a businessman, you will have to talk to clients and partners, and many of them might not understand your local language. They could be from other parts of India or even other countries. Take the example of Mukesh Ambani or any big Indian businessman. You will see that they all speak English because they need to handle international meetings, deals, and communications. Also, I'm not just talking about speaking English in business. You'll have to write emails, read documents, join meetings, manage accounts, and most of these are in English. So it's not just speaking. English matters in every way reading, writing, listening, and speaking. That's why I'm telling you, start learning English from today. You don't need to be perfect, but just start. Slowly, it will help you grow your business and your confidence. If you are an engineering student, then I'm sure you already know the importance of English. If you know English, that's great. But if you don't, then this video is definitely for you. In India, most of the research papers, textbooks, and syllabus books are in English. It's hard truth, and we have to accept it. As an engineer, you'll have to work on projects, reports, and presentations, and most of that is in English. If you want to build software or become a programmer, English is must. Most coding languages, documentation tools, and even tutorials are all in English. And not just in engineering. English is also very important in the medical field. Just look at doctors. All the medicines, prescriptions, and reports are written in English. Honestly, I have never seen a doctor, even a so-called jhola chap, writing a prescriptions in Hindi. So the truth is, whether you are in technology, engineering, or medicine, there will always be a time when you will need English. That's why I say start learning it step by step. It's not about showing off, it's about being ready for the real world. How many of you watch cricket? And who is your favorite cricketer? Let me know in the comments. Now think about this. Does your favorite cricketer speak English? Most likely yes, because their audience is not just from one city or village. People around the world watch them. In almost every sport, there is a commentary, right? I'm not talking about the commentary at a small village or tournament. I mean national or international sport commentary, which is mostly in English. We all listen to it, even if we don't understand everything because we love the game, we try to follow it. Same thing with English movies. I have seen many people who never miss an English film. They watch it with subtitles or dubbed in Hindi, but when it comes to learning English, they avoid it. And that's totally their choice. I'm not judging. But I just want to say if we are already listening to English in sports, movies, and music, why not try to learn it too? It will only help us enjoy these things even more and understand them better. Now let's talk about some challenges you may face when learning English. I have faced them too, and honestly, I still do sometimes. The first thing is once you decide to learn English, you have to ignore the people who laugh at you. Yes, ignore them. Some people will try to make fun, but that shouldn't stop you. In our society, there is the this idea that if someone speak English, they are urban, and if someone doesn't speak, they are from a village or rural. But I don't believe that. Even in villages today, many people are learning English, and they are doing really well. Now, I want to make one thing very clear. I'm not saying you should forget your own language. Never. We must always respect and be proud of our mother tongue. All I'm saying is try to learn one more language, English, and there's nothing wrong with that. Also, we need to respect people who don't know English, especially those from unprivileged backgrounds. Some of them may not even know Hindi properly, and that's okay. They might have other struggles in life. So, we should always respect their language, their background, and their journey. All right, friends, before I end today's class, let me say one last thing. In life, you will definitely face situations where knowing English will help you. So, if you have big dreams, if you want to connect with people around the world, or if you ever plan to go abroad, then start learning English today. There is no disadvantage in learning a new language, but there are many benefits. You will be able to share your thoughts with more people and understand more about the world. In the future, English will be more common across country, and if you don't learn it now, you might end up saying, Kash, seek liya hota. So don't wait about for that moment. Start small, but start today. Okay, friends. I hope this class was helpful to you. If it was, then please like, share, and subscribe to support the channel. See you in the next class. Take care and keep learning.